Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio. It's Mike Genslinger. He's a chiropractor with DuPage Family Chiropractic.
Well, thank you for having me.
Nice to see you. So tell me a little bit about your practice.
So we are located in Lisle, right on the border of Lisle and Naperville on Ogden Avenue, and we've been there for just about 2.5 years. And I was able to open up the office and build it out just the way I wanted to. So very fortunate in that regards, and things have been going great.
So tell me a little bit about, you have chiropractic medicine, but what else do you have with you?
So in our office, we have obviously a chiropractic office, and we also use auricular acupuncture, intersegmental traction, the vibration plate, and digital X-ray as well. And it's been a great asset to have in the office so that we can see exactly what's going on.
Right, I think that's a little unusual to have a digital X-ray with you in a chiropractic office.
Yes, it is, and it's been, like I said, we're very fortunate to have it because it does allow us to diagnose and correlate that with our orthopedic findings to come up with the proper diagnosis.
So who's your patients? How old are they? What are their
They are
ages?
all across the board, from newborns, meaning even just a couple days old, to right now, currently our oldest patient is 87.
Wow.
So from newborns to seniors, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we can help them out.
And what kind of ailments are they coming in with?
Well, obviously our standard neck pain, back pain, those type of conditions, but often we get a lot of headaches. As well with the kids, it's colic, sleeping disorders, digestive issues, ADHD, OCD. You
mentioned ADHD, and that seems a little bit unusual for you to be able to help that, or to think that chiropractic medicine can help that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so with us just allowing the nervous system to function properly, when you are in a sympathetic state, meaning you're kind of revved up and your heart rate's racing, or a parasympathetic state, which is the opposite, where you're more relaxed, we have to balance those out so that your body is functioning and working together instead of against each other.
By putting that back in order, that kind of eases that.
Absolutely.
Now, many of us often hear about an adjustment. When we're going to go to a chiropractor, we're going to get adjusted. Tell me a little bit what that means. What are we doing?
So in our office, we try to make this as easy as possible, because I know that a lot of people are scared or nervous to go because they've seen a video or heard a horror story from their neighbor or something like that. But we are very, very gentle. I move the joints just about 1 millimeter in order to have release of pressure off the nerve. And the adjustment, I'm actually moving your joints to take pressure off the nerve, and that's just about it.
And we all need some adjustment. That life goes through and we get a little out of adjustment, and that's kind of a normal thing to happen to a person.
Just as we're developing and walking, we fall on average about 35 times a day. So imagine if an adult were to fall 35 times a day. It makes a lot of sense to take your children in as well.
When should most people start to think about coming to see you?
Well, just kind of as I alluded to, is that really from the very beginning, there have been studies done that with close to 700 newborns, and they found that 100% had cervical misalignments. So if your child's cervical vertebrae was misaligned a little bit, and that was leading to impingement of a nerve that was leading to their, we'll say, to the thyroid, or down to the heart, or in the lungs, or something down in the thoracics. It's always best to get it adjusted sooner than wait till later, and it's actually an issue.
Well, I think people forget that it's the nervous system that you're working on, and that it's a chain. So if something's out of whack here, we're all adjusting for it, so everything else kind of goes out of alignment, if you would. So that makes it a little bit kind of important, but yet it's something that we're so used to Western medicine and taking a pill, where this is a really good alternative.
Absolutely.
To that. So
yeah, just because there may not be a pain associated with a certain issue, it doesn't mean that there's not a problem that's kind of underlying. Now, pain shows up after 70% of dysfunction, so that's oftentimes the last thing to show up. is why many people come into the office and it's all I did was bend down to pick up a piece of trash, or I went and tied my shoes, or did something, an everyday activity that eventually kind of put them over the edge, and now they're here, but really there was an underlying issue that just wasn't addressed before.
That puts it in very good perspective. One of the things that your office does is it's got a very easy flow, so that you can get help pretty quickly, and if you need to come back, it's not hard to get an appointment. Tell me a little bit about your philosophy.
No, so
with that.
we are, I don't want to say we're open as far as all of our appointments. We always like to have a scheduled an appointment, but we accept walk-ins every single day, and not, if you're running late, that does not throw us off at all, just because we try to be as efficient as possible and get everyone in and out. So a typical visit would just be your adjustment, whatever therapy you get, whether that is intersegmental traction or the vibration plate, and we use auricular acupuncture as well. So that all takes about 7 minutes or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Now, most people think that that my insurance wouldn't cover that. Is that the case?
Not anymore. So if your insurance does not cover chiropractic care, it is very, very rare. But as a benefit to any patient that would come in, what we do is that we try to verify your benefits before any service is rendered, so that you know what your deductible is, how much you've met, how many visits you have per year, your out-of-pocket, anything like that.
And I think another common misconception is that you need a referral, where you don't need a referral. If you see you right now, you can go see you.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. What's the best part of your day? What makes you do this?
The best part of my day is when we have patients that just make a complete 180 as far as their health, or maybe just an everyday activity that they couldn't do before, and now they're able to go and participate in, whether that's golf or going to your children's sporting events. Those are the things that really make my day.
Well, we appreciate that you're in our community and that you're out there helping us, and I appreciate what you bring to the medical community. So thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice to get to know you a little bit better.
Absolutely.
And hear all about it. So we'll be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.